you enjoy the regular wisdom that you get through my daily Vedic lunar scopes, imagine the level of depth that we can go into in a person-to-person consultation. If you'd like to schedule one in with me, you can do that through the link you'll see above. So we go through these cycles throughout the course of our existence. Nature gives us a perfect example of those cycles. We have night that comes every night, who would have thought? And we have day that comes with the rising of the sun. Again, who would have thought? And, we can think of that darkness as being foreboding. And we can think of that daylight as something to be grateful for. But equally, we do something very productive at nighttime as well. We sleep, don't we? We let the body rest and rejuvenate. And during the daytime, sometimes we work ourselves too hard. So there's always these cycles of opposites in everything that we experience. And we come to accept that. We don't even really think that much about it. But then we have this tendency to do something really stupid when we begin to feel a passion surging through us, mixed with, a large degree of hope, and throw in a good, healthy dose of idealism, right? We then begin to go, wow, all the difficult times are over with, and here comes a burst of the good times, and let's just hope that that's going to stay there forever. But life has its ups and downs. And if we didn't have those ups and downs, if we didn't have those experiences in our daily existence, if we didn't have the difficult times, how would we know what an easy time is? Right? If we didn't have a period of decay, how could we know what growth is? And perhaps the thing that we're really meant to do with this is to just get into a space where naturally, we're able to maintain a state of equilibrium through those cycles of ups and downs. We're able to observe. We're able to use each moment wisely. We're able to approach our existence with awareness and do something productive with it. Now, I don't mean to sound like that taskmaster going, you must be productive in every moment. No, being productive means doing things like resting when you need to, using the moment wisely, being aware of what is there, what's on your plate at the moment, and working with it healthily. Now, somewhere in your life, there's a level of enthusiasm that's washing over you. And you're beginning to feel like, wow, here's a break from the difficulty of the last several weeks. Because the last couple of weeks has been this process of refinement of an idea, working towards a goal, but coming up against resistance, hitting a stumbling block, having to adapt, and then hitting another stumbling block, and continually going through this cycle of challenge. And now it's beginning to feel like there's a great degree of release. Mixed in with this particular new moon energy, you've got a conjunction going on between Jupiter and Mars, both in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's bringing a great degree of passion into your life to mix with this idealism and this process of refining your vision that's been going on over the course of about the last week. Now the goal is set. Ideas are beginning to surface on how you can approach those goals. Creative ideas are beginning to come to your mind in terms of the actions that you need to take. And that feels really great. And I don't want to dampen your enthusiasm by, talking even remotely about something that's challenging. But I would be pretty stupid and wouldn't be doing you a service if I were to tell you that everything is going to grow really wonderfully and you're not going to have any challenges and your new plans aren't going to come up against any resistance. They likely are. But with this moment that you have now and the level of awareness and the level of focus that you're able to apply to it, just approach that next moment when a challenge comes with the same degree of awareness. What you need to do with the present moment that we're dealing with is approach it with enthusiasm, but equally allow yourself to grow with great care and attention to detail. As the sap is beginning to return to the branches, as the nourishing strength of life is beginning to come to you and give you momentum, don't be a sap yourself. Instead, recognize that you need to pay attention to the details. You need to be productive with the moments that you have, and that means both the cycles of growth and decay. How can you be productive with decay? Well, you can go back. You can look at things again. You can refine your processes again. You can take a look at what's not working, or you can equally just bide your time and wait for the next moment to come along where you're getting another wave of momentum. In the weeks that come, it's likely going to be an up and down process. The idea is you're gaining ground, you're on a steady upward movement, but things have to go like this in order for you to get there. Think of it like climbing a mountain, right? You can get to the top of one mountain, but you might see another mountain above you. You have a plateau for a moment, but you equally have to undertake another arduous process. Life is just generally like that. And I want you to be ready for that moment, and I want you to pay attention to the details and to the signs and signals. I would say a great degree of that dark night of the soul that you've recently been through, yes, it is indeed behind you. And I want you to take advantage of the level of energy that you have available to you. But don't convince yourself that you're never going to face another challenge again. Because just as sure as night and day, you will. But just as sure as day follows night, you'll have another wave of enthusiasm. Take advantage of what you have on your plate at the present moment. Do your best with what is available to you and get cracking at things. But be aware of the cycles of growth and decay and recognize that they're actually a helpful thing. If you could use a little bit of help with whatever processes you're going through, I should mention once again that I do offer several different levels of astrological service. All of these are available through the services page of my website. You'll find a link to that once again just above. That's going to do it for this look at the new moon in Rohini Nakshatra, which takes place on the 30th of May 2022. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.